I've just come to the end of an 8-month Arts Council funded period of research into the use of virtual reality and augmented reality in live performance, and this video is intended as a summary of what I've been up to and what I've discovered. I started out by getting myself one of these amazing things. This is an Oculus Quest 2, and by messing around with it a fair bit, I've learnt lots of new pieces of software for this project, including the Unity game engine, Blender for 3D design and animation, XR Plus for making augmented reality phone apps, the C# programming language, Lens Studio for making face filters, and probably a fair few others I'm forgetting. And I've also improved my skills at software like After Effects and Premiere Pro. This project centred around collaboration with 3 different theatre companies: Tangled Feet, Encyclopedia, and Tangram Theatre Company. So I'm going to start by summarising what I did in each of those collaborations. For Tangled Feet, I worked with Katie Lyons, who's currently developing a VR and live performance about perinatal loss, and I created her this children's nursery, which I put in the Oculus, and that you can walk around and pick up various objects. I also worked with Al Orange, creating this interesting cylindrical VR viewing gallery for her film Reunion, and I also put this temple design of hers into virtual reality. And finally, for Tangled Feet, I made them this document detailing the possibilities of VR and AR and how they could be integrated into future Tangled Feet shows. For Encyclopedia, I took an existing character from our previous shows, the Imaginaut, and I designed, rigged and animated a 3D version of him, which I then put inside my first ever augmented reality app, which formed part of my Brighton Fringe show this year. Now that's what I call a lot of songs about science. And then for Tangram Theatre Company, I did 3 little things connected to the 3 shows that form my Cyan Trilogy of musical comedies about Charles Darwin, Albert Einstein, and Marie Curie. For the Einstein show, I made this little thing, which is just an experiment which may or may not prove useful at some point in some way. For the Curie show, I thought it would be interesting to take a video of me miming live and then kind of reinsert the objects that I'm miming after the event. It was a funny idea, but I'm quite pleased with the result. Now like this, I pour it into this tray and then pop it into the oven for roasting. And then for the Charles Darwin show, I did something completely different. I designed a computer game about Charles Darwin's voyage around the world on the Beagle, first on paper, and then I did my most complex bit of actual programming of the project to make this little ship be controllable in these choppy seas. So yeah, that pretty much covers the meat of the project. What else? I chatted to and was mentored by various experts and visionaries and all-round good eggs. I read loads of books on the subject, of which this one was the most interesting. I took part in a VR dance class. I saw and did research into as many existing examples of the use of this kind of technology in live performance as I could possibly get my hands on. And I applied for a number of commissions. And one of these, excitingly, has already been granted. So at the end of this month, this is now August 2022 we're in, I shall be performing in a shop unit in Luton as part of Tangled Feet's pop-up performance shop. And I'll be using augmented reality face filters to do a show about the evils of social media. And that pretty much sums it up, I think. This video is intended as a summary, not an evaluation. I'm still a little way off actually evaluating, what does this project mean for my future as an artist? What does this technology mean for the future of the performing arts generally? This is just the beginning of a big, long journey, and I hope you'll join me on it. Thank you very much for watching.